Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to finish our story Moondogs by Daniel Kirk. So yesterday we met Will and his trusty companion. They were headed to the moon because Will wanted to find a moondog for himself. Unfortunately, once they got to the moon, something terrible happened and they were caught by the man in the moon, right? And so I asked you guys to make some predictions about what you think might happen in the rest of our story, and you guys made some awesome predictions, right? Some of us said that they think the Moondogs might help Will escape the Moon Man. Some of us said they think that the dog that showed up in Will's rocket ship would help Will escape because he looks a little angry. And if you look at the picture, you can kind of see his teeth are showing, his brow is furrowed. He looks kind of angry, like he's going to attack. So that's a great prediction too. Some of us said there's no way that the Moon Man will eat Will because in movies, bad guys never win. And I think that's a great prediction too because you're using what you already know to make that prediction. And then again, others were certain that Will would escape. So we're going to continue reading to see if our predictions come true or not. "I've got you now," the Moon Man growled. His breath was hot and sour. "Each noisy boy or dog I catch, I'm going to devour." Then Scrappy, loyal Earth Dog, bounded in to join the fight. He jumped and chomped the Moon Man's leg with one ferocious bite. The Moon Man fled, but left his pants. He knew he'd met his match. Scrappy growled contentedly and settled down to scratch. So it looks like we were right. Will did escape the man in the moon with the help of Scrappy. Awesome job, guys. Will gazed around the crater with a shy and guilty grin. "I owe my life to Scrappy. He's the dog who saved my skin." "What courage!" all the Moondogs crooned. "Forgive us if we're wrong. But Will, the pet you ought to have, was with you all along." Will gave the Moondogs goodbye hugs, then climbed beneath the dome. "You'll love my mom and dad," he said. "Come on, we're going home." So it looks like Will, instead of picking a moondog, ended up taking Scrappy back home with him. And now they both spend their time looking through the telescopes, probably looking at those moondogs they left behind, right? That's great. It seems like they're living happily ever after. You know, that was kind of a twist at the end of the story. Instead of getting a moondog, Will ended up with Scrappy. I wonder if the author gave us any clues in the beginning of the story to tell us that Will would meet Scrappy. Let's go back and see if we can find some of those clues. So here's one of the first pages. Do you guys see any clues here that the author gave us that maybe would tell us he would meet Scrappy in his rocket ship? Look closely. You're right, I see Scrappy down here. It looks like he's going through some trash, maybe. Very good. That was a tricky one. Let's see if we can find some more. Let's see. Oh, what about in this picture? Do you guys see another picture clue maybe that would tell us Will would meet Scrappy? You're right, I see Scrappy peeking around the corner here. He looks very interested in that spaceship, right? And as we know, he ends up climbing in that spaceship. Let's see. I think there's one more clue the author gave us at the beginning of the story too. This one might be a little hard to find, but I'll give you guys some time. See if you can find Scrappy. If you look really closely, you can see Scrappy's nose peeking out there, right? Awesome. So the author did give us some picture clues at the beginning of the story to tell us that Will and Scrappy were going to meet, right? Next time we read, let's see if we can pay special attention to the pictures of our story and see if we can find any other clues that might help us understand the story better or make more predictions. I can't wait to read your next story for you guys tomorrow. And until then, have a great day. Bye.